Well, we've arrived in Glascote Basin for a little job, what we said we'd get done later in the season. And what it is we're having a solar panel fitted. Nothing dramatic, because, and I know this is our personal thing about solar panels and that. We don't like the glass ones along the roof, but that's our choice. You know, and people's got respect that we have our choices, just like I respect people having these glass panels. What you've always got to remember with these panels, chase the sun, but you only get 8% more than having a really nice state-of-the-art semi-flexible fitted. And that's what we have decided on. Because we don't live on board, we don't need sheets and sheets of solar panels. We can just have something what tops up our batteries if we're out walking. It complements our fridge and freezer type setup, which we can shut off if we feel like, and it doesn't need battery power for 8 to 10 hours, so it complements nicely. If we lived aboard, it might be different, but it still wouldn't be the glass. Definitely not the glass, because it just, some people are not interested. Some people are, I can't stand clutter or profiles of the boat being affected with solar. So if you want to come with us now and just see what we had done, it was a nice little 150 watt semi-flexible panel we had fitted. A special type, and I'll tell you more later. But it was our choice, and it was a superb fit as well. Anyway, we'll have a look at it now, and in all honesty, we think it looks pretty good. Well, we had this expertly installed by the guys at Glascote Basin, you know, Norton Keynes, and very, very neat indeed. I'll talk about it in more detail when we've done a little bit of trialling to see if it matches what we require and what we expect. Rather than drilling an extra hole in the roof, we used one of our mushroom vents, which was ideally situated in our herring cupboard, so this was perfection for us. Then it comes through the roof space near the vent in the herring cupboard, and the cable's taken down behind some trunking, and then as it goes down it goes into the engine room, and the cable runs round to the box what controls everything, and that's our Narrowboat Ultra, which we'll talk about now. We've had our solar panel fitted exactly as, you know, just as we wanted it, because it suits our requirements perfectly. But the great thing about it is we didn't need any separate MPPT controller, and that's because we use Mastervolt equipment. Now we've tried everything in the boats we've had. We've had the cheap, crappy, rubbish Chinese stuff what comes over, what you can buy for a few quid, an inverter. Not very good. We've had Sterling products, and they were alright. We've had Victron, and they were mostly alright, they weren't too bad. But Mastervolt takes it to a different level. The Mastervolt electrical equipment and systems just blow anything else out the water. There is no doubt whatsoever. If you want the really good stuff, it's Mastervolt all the way. They're absolutely top-notch products, so reliable, and yeah, there's definitely nothing to touch them. So here we have the Mastervolt Ultra Mass Combi, 12 volt, 3 kilowatt, 150 amp inverter stroke charger, all combined. It runs our 3.5 kilowatt engine driven generator as we're going along. We can just click it on and it does it all automatically for you. You've got no worries. So clever. If we're on landline only, we just click a button and it controls that. It's just incredible. The inverter is all done by it, and if you look very closely, that one at the top there, what's lit, I'll just try to get a bit closer, that's the solar panel. That's telling us that's connected and working, and it's no overcharging or anything. It's all controlled automatically. A stunning bit of kit. Nothing comes close to it on the market. And that's just a truthful thing. There's nothing close to it. A small box like that controls so much. We have a master shunt what connects up to a computer and tells us everything we want to know. It can go back to what we were doing last year if we wanted, but it's a very, very clever bit of kit, that. Absolutely. Now that device there in the engine room underneath near the batteries, that's the master shunt, and that provides all the information to something called the Master Volt Easy, and we'll show you that in a minute. And it's just great to have everything at hand so you know exactly what's happening. Superb bit of kit. This is the Master Volt Easy. I've just put a bit of tape over there. That's the boat name, which we like to keep secret. But there's so much information on this. Just tells you so much detail. There's loads and loads and loads of equipment. History for a particular date. Absolutely load. You can configure it. It's got an alarm if all the systems are a bit low. Stunning bit of kit. Absolutely stunning. And we picked like just 6 what we just want to see on the front screen as normal, but we know we can go into the background and get loads more information. But I'll just show you what we've selected. And as you can see, we've just selected a few basics. Just the amps and the battery voltage. We've got the inverter on, the main fuse for when we're in the when we're on landline, state of charge, and the solar. That's what we've just done for the front cover, and we're happy with that. But like I say, we can go into a lot more detail and see many things in the background, and this is a great bit of kit for us. Ethylene tetrafluoroethylene. Big word, isn't it? But that relates to our solar panel of choice, which we have now been trialling out over the summer months. And it's turned out to be a perfect match to what our requirements as what I would say were leisure boaters. And it marries up quite well with we have quite a unique refrigerator stroke freezer where we can actually turn that power off. It'll last about 8 hours in summer, 10 and 11 hours in winter. We don't need battery power to keep everything freezing cold, nice temperature controlled. So this is our mindset when we was thinking of a suitable solar panel. Now I've showed you a quick when we had it installed, but I'll try to explain what was done now, because it has worked well for us, and I think it was a good decision not to put too many on, because as we're boating all the time, our batteries are mostly charged up, and this is just to touch up, just to top it up as we if we go for a walk somewhere, and that just keeps our batteries nicely topped up while we're out and about. Anyway, less talking, and I'll just show it you now and explain a few things. This solar panel what we've got is quite thick for a semi-flexible. You can walk on it, 3 mm thick. Everything's a little bit thicker, and it's not. The other thing what you got to look at when you look at this is It's not been stuck all the way over, it's just lines of Sikaflex, just along like that, just half a dozen, and it's stuck onto it. So it's not directly onto the roof. But, and this is the important thing about it, and it is important, what I talked about with the name of it, the ETFE I'm calling it from now on, this coating what's underneath, it's improved dramatically the efficiency of the semi-flexible solar panel, because it doesn't transfer heat from the roof. You'd think that would improve solar panels, semi-flexible, but they actually work less efficient if the roof of the boat or anything is red hot, because there's not as much airflow. But this new type of solar panel, you know, or one of the very latest anyway, gets over that problem, and it has been a godsend to us. It has been superb, and it's not took over the boat, and it's not, you know, it's not affected the profile, and we are really, really pleased with it. Now remember everyone, these are our choices. These are what we have come to know, you know, over the years, because we've done it for so long now. So any products or components and that we have on the boat is built on experience. Yours might be completely different, but for us personally, we are just giving you our recommendations.